From Charlotte, North Carolina, we got a huge non-conference showdown between the Wolverines of Michigan and the Tar Heels of North Carolina in front of a packed house here at a neutral site tonight. Each team with up and down starts to their season, but are both coming off of solid come-from-behind wins. Who wants it more here on the week of Christmas? We're going to find out as tip-off is just moments away. But first, let's dig into the matchup a bit. Why would we? As we get ready for full games, play-by-play action. As you can see, we got our Christmas attire. We got our Christmas background. Oh, baby, we're fired up. Grab some eggnog. Settle down with us. Tip off 5 minutes away. Let's cover up a bit of the matchup first here. North Carolina, 5.5-point favorites. Obviously, this game being played in Charlotte at a neutral site in a Jumpman Invitational. But with North Carolina being those 5.5-point favorites, well, not because of that, because Chapel Hill being just down the road, they're going to have a big crowd. We're expecting a good game. As I said in the open, two teams with up and down starts to their seasons. But a lot of these two teams have a lot in a lot alike, and we're going to cover that here. Both teams are in the top 100 in points per game. They're both around the 80-point per game mark. And they both started the season rocky. They were both ranked to start the season. Since haven't been. And so we'll kind of see who just comes out fighting. It's really been some nights these guys come out and fight, and other nights they just kind of lay back. And that's kind of what we saw with Michigan and Lipscomb the other day. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do here. Both coaches coaching for their alma mater, so kind of a back and forth with two coaches playing for their former school. That's always fun. And both sides, they trailed late in the second half, but they both came out on top. So whenever a team gets behind in this game, do not count them out. Two teams with heavy comeback possibilities. They like to play slow and controlled, and they're on multi-game win streak. So all that's still alive here tonight as they look to keep that going. North Carolina, let's start with them. They are led by Hubert Davis. He's in only his second year. 37-14. Obviously got to the national championship last year where they ultimately lost to Kansas. And he played just south of 150 games with North Carolina. Plenty of experience. He knows what this basketball program means. And he's definitely been the right guy for North Carolina, who, by the way, comes in 8-4. They're 1-1 in their ACC conference. And they're coming off an overtime win against then number 23, I want to say Ohio State, 89-84. I was watching most of that game, and I thought they played well. And what I noticed from that game, they struggle to help defense. They're kind of like Illinois basketball, obviously, who I root for. They're going to want to switch everything, but their help defense and their switching on screens are looking kind of rough in that second half of that game. They're going to go man-to-man D, and that's one of the main reasons you're going to see that switch. On offense, though, they're going to play slow unless they have something open up in transition or open up down low with Bacot, obviously. And then more passing than dribbling, so they're going to swing it low to high around the perimeter. Much similar. These two teams play very similar. I'll tell you what I'm talking about with Michigan here in a minute. We'll see how that kind of plays out tonight. Third and final game for North Carolina against a Big Ten opponent this season. And here's the thing. They're 8-4. All four of those losses have been within 4 scores. So they've all been manageable games, 3 of which have been against top 25 opponents. As they were number 1 to come into the season, obviously. They won those first 4 games before dropping 4 straight. They've been picked up. They actually won their first 5. My bad there. And then they've since won 3 in a row after losing those 4 in the middle. But 3 of those were against top 25 opponents, as I said. And also, as I'm talking about with these two teams, they are in comeback mode all of the time. Very capable of coming back. North Carolina trailed by as many as 14 against Ohio State the other day. And so we'll see what that means for them here. They're going to head to Pittsburgh to play Pitt their next game. One of their first early road tests. They've had a few neutral site games. Really none of these top teams have really played on the roads a lot too much. Well, there's North Carolina. Let's get into Michigan. As tip-off is, I'd say, about 3 minutes away here. Michigan comes in 7-3. They're 1-0 in the Big Ten Conference, so it's North Carolina's played 2 more games than the Wolverines, but Juwan Howard comes in, 2 sons on the team in Jet and Jace. If I can get those figured out hopefully tonight. He's in his 4th year, and boys, he had a successful 4 years. The record doesn't show it. The stats do. 67-35. He was the 2020-21 Big Ten Coach of the Year. And you wonder why? They were a 5-loss team that year. They ended the season at number 4 in the AP poll, got a number 1 seed in the tournament. They just couldn't finish it out, however. But very successful start to his career with Michigan. It's still getting going, obviously, at his alma mater, where he played 116 games for the Wolverines. This is going to be a battle of offense. And so what I'm saying is the winner of this game is going to be who can play defense. 2 high-scoring teams. Michigan averages 76.8 points per game. That's 99th in the nation. North Carolina all the way up to 40, with north of 80 at 80.9 points per game. But the defense, they're good at both teams good at rebounding. Two teams that are in the top 100 in blocks per game. But also none of them are near the top in points allowed per game. So the defenses have got to step up, because they can score, but the defenses have been sitting back these last few games. They got to step up tonight, and that's really going to decide who wins this game. This is the second to last game before Michigan begins their Big Ten play, so it's a big one for them. They need it here tonight, as you don't want to fall to 7-4 right before conference play. You want to roll in there with momentum. So we'll see if they can pull that tonight. I wrote down 2 impact players that I think are going to make a difference in this game. We're doing the starting lineups right now, but right here, I'm gonna cover my 2 impact players. These are the 2 guys I want to watch tonight, and I think these are 2 guys that need to have a difference on the game to give their guys the best chance. For North Carolina, it's Caleb Love. I don't have an exact number on how many points he scored in the second half against Ohio State, but it was a big number, double digits, I believe. And his presence on that court was very important, and he should get the start tonight, as he has been an everyday starter so far after leading that unbelievable comeback. And Caleb Love's a great story. He's been awarded the NCAA All-Tourney last season, the NCAA All-Region, and the ACC All-Freshman. So he's one of the great young guys in the game, only a junior. So obviously this year and one more year out of St. Louis, Missouri. So not a local guy by any means, but he's been a huge part of this North Carolina program, averaging almost 20 points per game. They're going to need him to be good tonight. Well, who is it for Michigan? It's going to be Hunter Dickinson, the big man, the 7'1" junior out of Alexandria, Virginia. Dickinson's going to be matched up on Bacot when they're both on the floor. He looks to get the best of them, as Dickinson had a slow night against Lipscomb. Lipscomb didn't have anybody that could match up with him, but Dickinson obviously, I think he had 15 points. Nothing bad, but for a guy that's 7'1", averaging 19.1 points per game, you expect more. So we'll see what he can do tonight, as he will get the start. Tip-off right about to get going. Settle in, grab some eggnog. Lay back, relax. We've got 40 minutes of college basketball. The Christmas-themed stream today. We're seconds away. Nance is out there with Davis. Buffkin for Michigan. Dickinson will take the tip against Bacot. Here we go. Austin, the sportsman, said he's going to eat, but he will be back. Just fine with me. Jalen Washington gets his first start of the season for Michigan. They like the matchup they had there. And Bacot will not take the tip. It'll be Pete Nance, the Northwestern transfer, 5th-year senior, going up on Dickinson. Dickinson comes down with it. The ball is loose to Washington, who will play it up high for Seth Trimble, who is also starting his first game of the year. Works it to the left wing and now dribbles with the right. Plays it over here for Caleb Love. Back for Dickinson. He's double-teamed. 3 from the top of the key. A bit short from Seth Trimble, the freshman guard. He's ranked 36th in the top 22 freshman list. And he's getting his first start of the season, as I mentioned. Armando Bacot. Handoff. And now they work it to the corner. That's Leaky Black, the 6'8 senior, in the hands of Davis. For Bacot at the key. Bacot looking for somewhere to go. He's got nothing. He palms the ball. And now here's Black. Tried the three. It was blocked. Comes right back to him. Floater. No, it's a shot clock violation. Ball never hit the rim. Michigan's defense. There you go. Good start for them. It's going to be a game of who wants to play defense. They get the block, then Black airballed the floater. Now a turnover for Michigan. They usually don't do that. Bacot with the slam. He's fired up. North Carolina on the board first. Michigan only turns it over 9.2. That is one of the best in the 9.2 times per game. That's one of the best in the nation. But they have an early one here. Dickinson bodying up on Bacot down low. Dickinson airballs the jumper from about 20 feet out. Running the floor is North Carolina, but there's that strong Michigan transition defense. They pick off the pass. There's a corner three from Williams. Terrence Williams could not sink that. It's a defensive rebound for North Carolina. Bacot driving, missed the layup. North Carolina, great defensive rebounding team. They're 19th in the nation. As now Dickinson running the floor, but he misses the layup. 2 minutes in without a whistle. Refs letting them play. Corner three on the other end. Yes! Leaky Black. He's 6'8", but he can shoot threes. North Carolina jumps out to a 5-point lead early on. Man, teams cannot shoot today. There's Trimble. Works it for Dickinson. Dickinson, one bounce with the right hand. And now the drive in the left-handed finish. Beautiful. Kobe Bufkin getting the start. His 11th of the season. Everyday starter, the sophomore guard from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Hometown kid. He didn't start a single game last season. He's now been an everyday starter for Michigan. As North Carolina looking for the answer on the other end. It's not there. And the rebound to Michigan State. It will come up the floor. One-handed pass goes to the right wing. That three is good. Michigan off to a hard start. Jet Howard, the youngest son of three for Coach Juwan Howard. He's the second in team in points, and he attended IMG Academy, one of the best high schools, as now North Carolina has another turnover. Tied at 5, each team with a bucket, 3 early on. Refs letting them play. Good defense out far by Bacot. Sprouts McDaniel with some room. Doug McDaniel tries a long two. He's got it. That's 7 unanswered for the Wolverines. With 16:30 to play in the first half. RJ Davis takes it himself. Nice dish to Bacot. Finishes through contact. Armando Bacot had 2 guys in his face. He went right up with it. They were straight up, no foul. And we're tied at 7. There's Terrence Williams II. Hunter Dickinson. Handoff, McDaniel. Back for Williams. He'll try another 3. Not that time. Bacot pulls down the rebound. North Carolina will hustle up the floor. Caleb Love drives baseline. Up and under. Caleb Love. Beautiful. There's the guy. He needs to be the difference maker in this game. Good start for him as we're almost 5 minutes in without a whistle. McDaniel has a lane. Up and over Nance. High off the glass. Tied at 9 again. 15:30 to play in the first. Yet to get a stoppage. Doug McDaniel already with 2 points. Only 5'11". He's a sneaky, quick freshman. Now North Carolina will try a corner jumper, but that was Leaky Black getting fouled. And so that'll be Jet Howard who will attempt 2 free throws coming up. First whistle of the game, we'll take the under 16 timeout. Oh, we got a fun one going. All tied at 9. 15-13 to play in the first. First media timeout. Plenty of action early on. Team started slow, starting to heat up as we finally have our first whistle in this one, and our first media timeout. While we're at this timeout, I'm going to take a quick break. Hey, I'm back. Well, we got 15-13 to play in the first. Really the complete opposite of what we saw. You wonder, I write down these game notes of the tempo and speed that these teams like to play, and I'm usually wrong. It's got to be something with that scouting report, because I got both these teams playing slow, but if they can find room in transition, they're going to take it. They found that room in transition. Michigan's had been able to get back a few times and pick off a few passes, but there's also been a time or two they've let up an easy three right off of North Carolina's transition. So that's something to keep an eye out. As Michigan again can't get Hunter Dickinson going early. He's yet to get a point, rebound, or assist. As really it's been Doug McDaniel, the freshman guard out of Washington, D.C. He only weighs 160 pounds. He's 5'11", ranked 66th in the top 22 freshman list, and he's got points in every game but two. As he's really just he's a fun player to watch, I think, from the few times that I've watched him. He's just quick. He reminds me of an Andre Curbelo from Illinois last year, now on St. John's, obviously. So he doesn't turn it over as much. Beautiful Spectrum Center here in Charlotte, home of the Charlotte Hornets. Off these last few days for the whatever tournament this is. Leaky Black is in to attempt 2 free throws after that foul. Black is a 63% free throw shooter, and he's able to not make that first one. Kind of weird camera angle there. I thought it was going in. Dickinson will box out Nance, and the rebound's tipped up, and it's brought in by Kobe Buffkin. 6'4", able to jump over a few guys and pull that rebound down. 5 minutes into the first half. McDaniel, left hand, one hand pass to Buffkin, and now to Dickinson. Backing down Nance. Dickinson. Beautiful finish. That's why he's one of the best in the country. Michigan, they have their second lead today. As Dickinson is third in the Big Ten in points per game. Nance, he thought Trimble was zagging. Trimble was zigging. And will be Michigan basketball. Another turnover, with North Carolina at averages 11.5 of those per game. They've already got 2. Buffkin again will feed Dickinson, who will kick. Corner step back 3 is going to go. Jett Howard, the coach's son. 15.5 points per game. He's already got 6. Michigan now up by 5. North Carolina looking to get back going. RJ Davis will try a 3 of his own. Looked like he was fouled. No call. Scram for the rebound. And we're going to get a jump ball. North Carolina possession. Off of that jump ball. North Carolina just kind of getting a little sloppy on the offensive end there. And Michigan's great ball movement. Checking in for Michigan here is going to be... Didn't see who that was. What number is that? 15. Rob Landry. That's not him. Maybe it is. First game of the season for Rob. Wait, I can't tell what that jersey says because Landry's on my roster, but he's got no stats. Maybe it is his first game. Michigan basketball. Doug McDaniel at the free throw line will play it back out to Terrence Williams. Right back to McDaniel. Dribbles back towards the center court logo. Michigan 6 for their last 7 from the field. McDaniel gets a screen, but it's a moving one from Terrace Reed Jr. Highest ranked freshman on the team at 31. And he's a big freshman. 6'10", 260. Getting some early playing time as he only averages 9.5 minutes per game, does Reed Jr. North Carolina ball. Nance guarded by Reed Jr., who's that backup to Dickinson. And he gets a block there on Nance, the Northwestern transfer. McDaniel pulls down another rebound. He's a small guy, only gets 2.1 rebounds per game. Able to snatch one there, and it leads to 2 on the other end, and 1! Terrace Reed Jr. finishing through contact. Michigan up by 7. They can make it 8 with a free throw here from Terrace Reed Jr. Ever since he's come in, he's been better than Dickinson on both sides of the floor. As Reed Jr. can go above his average in points per game if he can make this here. Only shoots 25% from the free throw line. And he's too far on that one. 7 minutes into the first. Kicks down for Armando Bacot, is back on the floor. Spin it up on Reed Jr. He gives him no room. Bacot has to kick it back outside. That floater from the far corner not going to go. And now a 3 will be tried from the right wing. That's hit by Puff Johnson. North Carolina gets the answer with 3 on their end. Puff Johnson getting some playing time. He started the first game of his 3-year career a few games ago on December 4th against Virginia Tech. And he's first off the bench tonight. North Carolina wants to travel. Instead, it's kicked back from Williams out to McDaniel. Lost right back to Williams. Euro step, blocked, and he'll be shooting 2. Elite game and more. Landon is on. So we are around the 8-minute mark here. Plenty of sloppy play early on, but there is a blocking foul. That went on Puff Johnson, so he's able to knock down that 3 on the other end, or on the offensive end, but then commits a silly foul on the other. Trying to draw the charge, but that kind of Euro step, he hits him right in the shoulder. It kind of looks like you're moving. So at the line's going to be shooting 2. The first one's good. That is Terrence Williams the second, the junior out of Clinton, Maryland. How about that? He adds 1 there to his day. First of his day. Career high, 22 points. He only averages 7.7 per game, but that career high was last season against Nebraska. A tough conference game going into Nebraska. It's never easy, but he's able to hit both these free throws here. And it's 18-14. There's a kick to Bacot, but he missed the layup. Armando Bacot has missed a few gimmies early on. Running the floor is McDaniel, who put it up, and then putting it down is Terrace Reed Jr. McDaniel running the floor. He got the layup. It missed, and then Reed with the put in. And now another answer from North Carolina, who will not go away. That 3 from R.J. Davis from the top of the right wing. It's 2017. Make it 20-15. I had my score wrong. Michigan. Oh, lucky roll. Jet Howard again. 20-15 Michigan. 22-15 Michigan leads. Working off that screen, it's Trimble. Seth Trimble. Right back out high. Davis swings it. And now Bacot has it in the far corner. Bacot on Reed Jr. Bacot far block. There he's able to make the layup. And Armando Bacot is on the board today. his 6 points of the day. Michigan still leads by 5. Handoff there to Jett Howard. Dribbles with that left hand. Nearly loses the handle. Howard crossover dribble on Trimble. Reed Jr. hands off to I can't get my numbers straight. Howard. And now North Carolina in transition off a steal. As my play-by-play has been horrible. I apologize for that. I cannot get my numbers memorized for some reason. But we're going to immediate timeout. We're going to have free throws being shot when we come back. For North Carolina. So we're nearly halfway through this basketball game. Or the first half, I should say. Go through a bit of the stats. We got we got Jett Howard, the leading scorer for Michigan, already up with 8 points, but he just had a costly turnover there with a bad pass. Terrence Williams Jr., good court time early on, only 2 points to show for it. Dickinson only has 2. McDaniel only has 2. Buffkin only has 2. But one guy I've been impressed with early is Terrace Reed Jr. Out of 8 ranked freshmen in the top 100 of ESPN on the team, number 31. So that's what they want out of him. For Bacot, he's only got 6, but it's good enough to be the leading scorer over Nance, Black, Davis, and Love. Nance hasn't even been a part of this game hardly at all. Leaky Black only with 3. RJ Davis only with a 3. And then Caleb Love only with that one fresh layup a few minutes ago. All those guys are going to need to get going for North Carolina if they want to fight back from this deficit. But obviously we know after that Ohio State game, no lead is safe with the Tar Heels. Alrighty. 10:27 to play in the first half. It's 22-17. Michigan leads. So shooting 2 for North Carolina is going to be Seth Trimble. Out of playing time so far, he averages 13 minutes per game, 66% free throw shooter. He missed the first one, and the second one is nothing but net. Michigan ball here. This is going to be Joey Baker, his first time on the court. 5th-year senior transfer from Duke, stands out there at 6'6" to inbound. He gets the handoff from Dickinson. Now being heavily guarded by Love. Dickinson, handoff for McDaniel. McDaniel guarded by Davis. McDaniel feeds Dickinson right on the edge of the three-point line at the top of the key. Dickinson right back to McDaniel left wing. McDaniel up high with the drive, and then looking for the finish from that free throw line was Kobe Buffkin on the fadeaway through contact. It wasn't there. And now North Carolina starts back. Caleb Love with the right hand gets the lay-in. North Carolina pulls back within 2. There's Caleb Love. They need him to be huge. He's got his 4th point of the day. McDaniel slows things up on the way up the floor. Great defense by Bacot on Dickinson. Dickinson able to get the ball, but he loses the handle. Here comes RJ Davis. Denied by Dickinson. Rebound. He misses the layup. Hunter Dickinson, oh baby! That's why he almost leads the nation in blocks. And this is why the Michigan team is 8th in the nation in blocks. They get A chance for free throws on the other end. As that is Kobe Buffkin getting fouled. 6'4" sophomore from Grand Rapids, Michigan. RJ Davis thought he had a wide open lay-in on the other end. Here comes Dickinson, the left-handed swat. 9:08 to go in the first half. Chance for number 2 in yellow, Kobe Buffkin. He shoots 79% from the line. Looking for a big 2 here to put back Michigan's comfortable 4-point, not comfortable, but regain their 4-point lead. The first one's good. And some subs coming in for North Carolina. That's going to be Trimble heading out for a rest. Leaky Black back in. Black has won the ACC All Defense. We'll see if he can make a difference with his defense. And he's another fifth-year senior on these two teams. Plenty of veterans on these sides. Second free throw from the lefty. Buffkin is off the back iron and good. We are 11 minutes into the first half. Michigan leads 24-20. Here's Leaky Black up high for UNC. Swings it for RJ Davis. And now Black. And now over there for Love. Drives with the left hand. Nothing doing. Right back out for Black. Looking for his second three. It was too long. Pulling down the rebound is Rob Landry. His second game of the season. Rob Landry yet to even shoot the basketball. Doug McDaniel still on the court as Dickinson's back in as well. McDaniel right wing. That's Landry. And he'll feed Dickinson in the post. Bodied up by Baycott. Right-handed hook not there. Rebound pulled down by Leaky Black, who will run the floor. Black, handoff. Love. Love for Baycott. Spinning. Fadeaway. Oh, he got the roll. Armando Baycott, nothing but luck, or maybe it's skill. It was skill to just get that shot away. Luck to get that bounce, and Coach Hubert Davis is fired up about something. Okay, so Hubert Davis, the second-year coach for North Carolina, wants a flagrant foul because they say Dickinson elbowed him, trying to protect his player. No call. It's 22-24, 8:16 to go. We're going to have a little delay here for the refs to go over and explain to both coaches. Juwan Howard's now arguing about something. As the refs say, play on. Hubert Davis is living. Trying to get his guys fired up. All right, Michigan inbounds the ball. There's a screen for Dickinson. That allows Buffkin to get open. Dickinson now has it backing down on Baycott again. Baycott, kick for Buffkin. That three. Wide left. North Carolina attacks in transition. Love gets a screen, slips through two defenders, but he missed the layup. A rebound pulled down by the yellow jerseys. There's McDaniel, crossover. Lay it up and in. Doug McDaniel cuts into the North Carolina charge. 7:38 to play. McDaniel has his fifth and 6 points, and that gets the little Michigan crowd going up here. Good ball movement, working it left to right. RJ Davis on it now. Left wing, Love. Nance will kick it right back out. Davis faked the three and now drives with the floater. Rings in and out. That ball was in the basket, but then came right back out. Dickinson has another rebound. McDaniel works it up the right side of the floor. Spin up on Baycott. Out of the far corner, there is Buffkin. McDaniel, and now Dickinson will try a jumper. Was ugly looking. 4-point lead for Michigan, 7 minutes to play. Caleb Love gets a screen, and he's fouled going up on the floater. And we got a Michigan player slow to get up as well, and we got some slaps throwing. Doug McDaniel getting in it with somebody. Juwan Howard steps into it, taking McDaniel out of that. Oh, baby! Booze going over the arena. Coaches are living. What more do you want? Here on this Wednesday night in the week of Christmas. Tempers flaring. 4-point game. I'm loving it. Austin, the sportsman's back on. Dickinson looked like he kicked Caleb Love there, who will take it. No, Love grabbed his leg. Dickinson and tried to kind of knee him, and then Love shoved him away. Here comes McDaniel, goes at him with a slap. You got to wonder if he's going to get into something. Juwan Howard, I've never seen him run so fast to get in there and just start acting big. Oh, my goodness. Boy, is that fun to see. I mean, I don't encourage violence, but I like seeing people. I like seeing the physicality. So it looks like Caleb Love will take free throws. I mean, this guy has really been huge for North Carolina. He's had a good start he's had a good little middle part of this half after a slow start, but I mean, junior guard, he's only 6'4", 195, out of St. Louis, Missouri, so he could have very easily gone to Illinois, Iowa, a lot of Big Ten schools. He chose the ACC in North Carolina, obviously because he is one of the best he was one of the best freshmen in college basketball of the time. He's won 3 huge awards: the ACC All-Freshman, All-Region, All-Tourney. But here's something: he's been number 1 in ACC in turnovers over the last 2 seasons, but he's been pretty clean with that so far today. And obviously, as I've mentioned plenty of times already, he was the man behind that big comeback. Guy behind that big comeback against Ohio State. So Dickinson already has, that was only his first foul. Jet Howard, he hasn't been on the floor lately because he has 2 fouls. The coach's son, he had a good start. He's already got 8 points, but hasn't been able to play him with those 2 fouls. Doug McDaniel's been good, and you see him getting that physicality. He's a small guy, but he was getting in on the big Caleb Love there, 5-inch height difference. McDaniel didn't care. I love that name, Doug McDaniel, spelled D-U-G. I don't know why I like it, but I do. Love will come to the line. He's a 77% free throw shooter. So North Carolina, good free throw shooting team. They get to the line, the 11th most in the nation, and they shoot the 2nd best in the nation. Free throws is what teams need to be better at in basketball. So a lot of action in these last few minutes. Lots of physicality. The refs have let him play for the most part, but I mean, now we start getting some shoving and pushing. Hubert Davis is fired up. I don't know what he's angry about. Coaches get angry about a lot of, I don't know what. Big Cat looked like he got a scratch in his lip there, so. Oh no, he's come back on the floor. All right, so here's what's happening. Technical foul on Hunter Dickinson. We're going to see who all goes to the free throw line for this. Technical on Hunter Dickinson. Technical on Doug McDaniel. Right call. And we got a technical on Caleb Love. So we're going to see what this equals out to on free throws. I think Love is shooting 2 right here. The 77% free throw shooter. So, yeah, it looks like it. I don't know if Michigan will get any or how much North Carolina will get, but it's stoppage in play here. Love's first free throw, nothing but net. North Carolina, man, are they a good free throw shooting team? As if he gets this one, I mean, they're right back within 2. They just won't go away like we saw in that Ohio State game. Love's second free throw rings in and out. And now we got a foul after that. So those like technicals must cancel out. We got a foul on Nance here. Man, Nance has really been quiet today. 5th-year senior, the Northwestern transfer. He was an everyday starter, but he averaged 6 minutes less. He's averaging over 30 minutes per game, and he's been slow today, and you can tell he's frustrated with himself. Doug McDaniel back out there after his technical. It looks like Puff Johnson's about to come back in for North Carolina, as there's a sharp drive and finish from Kobe Buffkin. I'm liking this guy's play. Averages 31 minutes per game. He leads the team in minutes per game. And he hadn't started a single game last year, but now he's an everyday starter for Michigan. Huge piece. Nance is going to back down inside with Williams. Nance now the kick. Wide open three for Love. No. Bit too short there. Michigan holds on to their 5-point lead. Looking to add to it here. Handoff. Nearly backfired. Tipped out of bounds to Michigan. Subbing in there is going to be Reed Jr. for Michigan. I didn't see who else. And then for Puff Johnson, North Carolina. Michigan ball here on the near side. Kobe Buffkin to inbound it. Gets it into McDaniel, and then there's a jumper from the free throw line that rings in and out. Looks like that was Jet Howard back on the floor. His brother Jace also on the team, but only averages 8 minutes per game. And you're yet to see him. Baycott driving baseline on Terrace Jr. Baycott up and under. Now Armando Baycott starting to find his groove. Baycott up in double digits. There goes Doug McDaniel as the North Carolina fans here in the building starting to get loud. McDaniel airballs. Transition three for Love. Yes! He's fouled! North Carolina ties the game! They've got a chance to take the lead with a free throw! This place is rocking now! We still got 5 minutes to play in the first half, but it feels like we got 5 seconds to go in the game! North Carolina Nation, how are you feeling? I think he might have sold that a bit. He gets the benefit of the doubt. Love will be heading to the line again. Oh, baby. Fadeaway, falling into the crowd. High arcing, and they switched it. But unfortunately, the free throw is short, and the rebound is pulled down by Terrence Williams. Like how Williams look, he's just shy of 30 minutes per game. Michigan has their main, 7 guys. Same with North Carolina. We've seen that early on. McDaniel is off the floor, taking that up as Buffkin. Jet Howard on, crossover, left-handed three. That one misses wide right. The tip, no good there from Williams, who came flying in from the three-point arc. Got a good look on the tip, but could not finish. Leaky Black has it right wing, now up high. There's Davis. Davis spinning all over Jace Howard, who is into the game now. So the two brothers, the two sons of Juwan Howard on the floor now as Caleb Love will try a fadeaway too. Bank was open, but he couldn't get it to fall. 4:30 to play in the first half. Good tempo to this game. Michigan looks to reclaim the lead. Jet Howard brings the ball up. Being guarded by Black, and he just blew right by Leaky Black. And the finish is there. Jet Howard reaches double digits now with 10. 4 of 6 on the free throws for him. Down low for Baycott, finishing the foul. Armando Baycott. Slow start for him. He's starting to get rolling. And he's got a chance to take the lead once again for North Carolina, which we haven't been able to say that in a long time. Baycott used that energy off that fight to get himself going. Is fighting through contact and low. He's got his 12th point, looking to make it 13 here with a free throw. He only shoots 65% from the line. But listen to this guy. 2-time All-ACC. He started every single game but one in his career. He had the most rebounds in Division I last season. And he's the third most rebounds in ACC history. This guy's unbelievable. He's able to drain a rare free throw for him. North Carolina now coming with a press as they regain the lead. Slowing things down is Terrence Williams. He'll play it back up high for Buffkin. Buffkin shields the ball with his left hand, now the right. Guarded up high by Davis. Double teamed! And nearly a takeaway. Baycott able to get back down on Reed Jr. down low. Nice drive by Williams. He'll now try to fade away. That one comes up short. Tip drill on the rebound. And it's hauled in by Puff Johnson. Now his body's going on the floor for the ball. Love will drive and finish. Caleb Love has the Tar Heels rolling. They're up by 3. They've got Michigan's defense on their heels. Juwan Howard now fired up. But after a little communication between those two referees, we are able to get it figured out. Under 4 media timeout, the final one of the half. What a game going. North Carolina up by 3. Plenty of action. We got bodies going to floor. And then we had Caleb Love driving towards the basket. Getting the lay-in. Tar Heels up by 3. 33-30. 3:23 to go in the half. All right, as usual at halftime, I'm going to take my annual few-minute break. I'm exhausted. Depending on what time this stream gets over, I might quickly go for a little piece of the Blackhawks game. We will have to see. Each team fighting to keep their winning streak alive. And when I say fighting, I mean fighting. 3 technical fouls already in the game. Few slap. They got back on the floor. Dickinson takes a seat, so you got to imagine Reed Jr. will be out there. Dickinson's kind of struggled. He's already got 2 fouls, only 2 points. It's back-to-back games where he's kind of had a struggle. Out to inbound, it will be Terrence Williams for Michigan. All right. Heavy pressure up high, and that forces Puff Johnson to commit a foul. He got the hands in there on Buffkin a bit too much, and Johnson's not happy about that. 2 teams that take a lot of free throws, 2 teams that are able to draw a lot of fouls. So, I mean, it's expected to kind of have a slow game. We've had a lot of pace early on. There's a stoppage. Buffkin heads to the line. He's a 79% free throw shooter. And he does not get the favorable roll there. Armando Bacot pulls down a rebound. He averages 11.6 of those per game, and that's why he's 3rd all-time in rebounds per game in the ACC. Love fakes the 3. He'll play it back to Davis, who does the same. Step back. Got it. Shot fake, then the step back. RJ Davis, he's a special player. Junior from White Plains, New York. 10th in the ACC in points per game. He's got one there, but Michigan looking for the answer. It's too long for Jace Howard, coach's son, not coaching. Coach Juwan Howard, not going to like that shot. Bacot, cross court. Faked in the 3 is Johnson. Now he'll drive baseline with the left hand. Johnson, fade away, left-hander. No, and that's a sharp rebound over Baycott there by Reed Jr. Jet Howard. Heavy defense. Trimble up high. It's handed off from Reed Jr. now to Jet Howard. And now in the corner, it's Bufkin. Right back to Reed Jr. Baycott. What defense? Short on the hook shot. 2 minutes to play in the half. North Carolina up by 6. Davis looking for another 3. He stumbled a bit. Now Baycott on the perimeter. Baycott trying to get all the way to the basket. Spins! Fouled, and he almost got that one to go in. He's got a smile on his face. He knows he's special. Armando Baycott heading to the line once more, the 65% free throw shooter. Oh my God, I felt like I just tore something in my groin. My thigh or something. Holy cow. Hey, how'd you get hurt? Broadcasting on my YouTube channel. All right, so first free throw from Baycott. He's shooting 2 as it was a shooting foul. That one's too strong. At 47 to go in the first. And Baycott's able to knock that one down. So, boy, the tables have turned. Michigan up by 7 a few minutes ago. Baycott will take a seat here. Now North Carolina right up by 7. Baycott already 14 points, 4 rebounds. So 6 rebounds short of that double-double. And the North Carolina fans, a lot of them here in attendance, appreciative of that. So here's Bufkin. Bufkin pressured up at the key again. That's a slip through a double team. There's Reed Jr. Missed the airball the layup. He got his own rebound, tried to put it back in, and he missed again, and then commits a foul. Catastrophe from Terrace Reed Jr. And I think they might have actually gotten Jace Howard on the foul. But Terrace Reed Jr., I mean, he was all open right on top of that little half circle, and that just came out of his hand wrong, and then he got his own rebound, but missed that layup too. So it'll be North Carolina ball with 1:30 to go in the half. Or we actually got a foul. I thought they called it out of bounds. But yeah, we got a foul. At the line will be Jalen Washington, who gets a chance on the floor. 66% free throw shooter. That's a brick. Saw that one coming. No offense. The Howard family in attendance tonight, it looks like. Second free throw there from Washington. He's going to knock that one down. Good job, Jalen Washington. Washington only out there 3 minutes per game. They're giving him a chance late in the half. Oh, look at that. Santa's in the building. How about it? Here in Charlotte. Oh, beautiful from Kobe Bufkin. The left-handed finish. And finally, Michigan's able to get on the scoreboard, which they have not done in quite some time. Kobe Bufkin, I like his play. He's got 8 points, 3 or 5 from the field. Playing catch there is Davis and Love. Davis will try a 3. He gets another one. R.J. Davis. 9 points, all 3 of them on 3 points. He's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. 41-32. North Carolina breaking this game open. This is Jet Howard. Outs the easy play over to Williams. Handoff there, driving is Jace Howard, and he's fouled. Or excuse me, not 25, that was number 2. Bufkin again will head to the line. Only averages 11.4 points per game in 31 minutes per game. But he's already got 8, so he can make it 10 here at the line and already be 1 point shy of his average at halftime. Which ain't too bad, as they really need these free throws to make it a 7-point game. Yep, he's got the first one. Bufkin will try his second chance at the line. He knocks down both of those. 2 big free throws from Bufkin and Michigan. 30 seconds on the shot clock, 35 in the half, so Ohio State will have to shoot it. But first, a timeout. All right, so they're going to take a commercial break here. As we're going to do at halftime, but we'll ride it out for the final 30 seconds of the first half. I can't believe it's almost Christmas. It's come up so fast. North Carolina ball. If there's not a jump ball until then, it will be Michigan basketball coming out of the half. Still 32 to go, 27 to shoot. North Carolina ball, up 41-34. Inbound to Davis, who just holds the ball against his hip. Now 15 to shoot, still got the ball on his hip. Now he'll take a dribble with 10 to shoot. Out on the floor right now is Tyler Nickel. Davis, and now down low, Baycott. Baycott kicks it back for Davis. 3 to shoot. Davis will try another 3. He's just a bit too strong on that one. 3 to go in the half. One last heave. Didn't get it off. He made it, but it was not off in time. So we'll head to halftime. 41-34 at the break. Mike and both teams play. They're playing with tempo. The refs are letting them play. They're playing physical. North Carolina able to knock down a few clutch shots. Roy Williams likes it. We are through 20 minutes, 20 still to go. A great one going tonight from Charlotte. North Carolina using the crowd's energy. They will take a 7-point lead into the break. Michigan looking to bounce back after a good start to the half. They ended slow. They ended not that great from the field and defense. Not great, but North Carolina, here's what I'm talking about in the open. North Carolina has guarded better. Michigan has kind of gotten on their heels in transition. The North Carolina ball movement from corner to corner, wing to wing, paint to up high. It's really gotten Michigan kind of on their heels. And Michigan's done that at times too. They just haven't been able to do it all the time. So we'll see if they're able to mix that up a bit in the second half. I'll be back with you with about 5 minutes to play, or with about 5 minutes to go in halftime. Then we'll kind of go over what we saw in the first half. Then we'll go over what we expect in the second half. I'll be back. Give me 15 minutes. Goodbye, everybody. For now, don't go anywhere. I told you I want to be gone for long. Let's go over what we kind of saw in that second half. Let's try to uncover a lot of it. We'll go through through some of the stats and some of the storylines that we saw come true in that first half. First, tempo, pace of play, kind of play for these two teams. How did they move the basketball? How did they play? Here we go. Michigan, they played a nice cycle offense, but I don't think they got the ball inside as much as they wanted to. Dickinson got into foul trouble late in that half with 2 fouls. Michigan's got 3 of their starters with 2 fouls. And Williams is the only one that doesn't have a foul. Is another guy we didn't see late in that half. I want to see how many fouls he has. Was Doug McDaniel after he was out there a lot early on. Yeah, he's got 2 fouls. So Michigan obviously hope to get him back on the floor. He's got 6 points. They've got 2 guys in double digits. That's Bufkin and Jet Howard. Dickinson's only got 2, and Williams only is 2. So 2 important players, only with 2 points, and that's kind of just how it's going. Terrace Reed Jr. He's been good on the defensive end, but you can tell he kind of got tired there at the end. It seemed as though he only averages 9.6 minutes per game. So something to keep an eye out on as he got a lot of playing time after Dickinson got in that foul trouble. But otherwise, the fast break defense has been all right. They've been picking off a few passes, been able to telegraph a few, but they've also been caught in their heels a few times. And they just haven't gotten the ball inside as much as they want to, and I think that's something that you gotta fix in that second half. North Carolina, I said in the open, they seem to struggle on their help defense and their switching on screens. There's been a few instances where Michigan players have been able to slip through on one of the wings or blocks or corners off of a screen or something, but they haven't been able to finish, or that just hasn't happened too much. It's kind of a mix of both. That's another thing that Michigan's going to want to fix in the second half. It seems like North Carolina really controlled that last 5 minutes after Michigan controlled his first 15. But North Carolina's had that man-to-man D we saw coming. They've had better tempo and pace than I thought they would. They are slow playing offense, but they're really attacking Michigan's D tonight, knowing that they're kind of tired or such. And they're a good passing team, as I mentioned earlier. Really, their only dribbler is R.J. Davis. But when you can knock down threes like he can, why wouldn't you? So I got to stretch my neck out. All right, they're coming back to the game and after a commercial break here for halftime. What do our numbers show? Let's dive into them a bit here. Maybe. So we got Williams with 2, Dickinson with 2, Howard, Jet Howard, and Kobe Bufkin with 10. Those are the 2 only guys in double digits. Doug McDaniel look to get him going a bit more in the second. He's only got 6, and then Terrace Reed Jr. only has 4. Jace Howard, I can't get his name straight. Too many J's in that family. Jace Howard and Joey Baker both scoreless in the few times they've been on the floor. And there you go. For North Carolina, Bacot has 14. That's huge. Caleb Love, I told you this guy needs to be the difference maker. He's got 10 of his own. R.J. Davis up with 9. All 3 of those coming on 3 3-pointers. Leaky Black drained 1 3. But Pete Nance has not been on the floor much. He's got 2 fouls. And he's been really bad. He's 0 points. And, I mean, I think he's been the worst player tonight for North Carolina. Puff Johnson, 3 points. That's pretty fair. 1 for 1 on the 3 points, and then 1 for 3 on field goals, obviously. And he's got 2 fouls. So keep an eye on that. Obviously, not most important guy on the team, but someone they'd like to see improve as he's kind of getting on Coach Hubert Davis's radar as he started his first game of his 3-year career on December 4th against Virginia Tech, and he's played some good minutes so far today. James Washington only with 1 point on a free throw, and then same with Seth Trimble. Seth Trimble has been out there a few times, quite a bit so far, but yet to really have much production. So the second half is underway. It will be Michigan basketball. All right, from the Jumpman Invitational in Charlotte, back for half number 2. Oh, we get physical in half number 1. A few slaps flying, a few lips bleeding. Armando Bacot. But we're ready to get going for the second half. Each team making their halftime adjustments. We'll see who can make the most of them as we are ready to get going. Half number 2. Seconds away, Michigan basketball coming out of it. So Jay Bilas just said, you got to get Hunter Dickinson the ball earlier in possessions. And when he said, you got to give him the ball, I mean, he's been bad when he's gotten the ball. He's kind of lost handle a few times, but what I do say is earlier in possessions, if you can get it to him, kind of try to catch North Carolina sleeping or something. I think that's what they got to do. We'll see what Juwan Howard can mix up. There we go. Doug McDaniel is on the floor. He's out there with Jet Howard, and then it looks like Leaky Black for North Carolina. You guys out there as well. Michigan ball. Possession arrow straight over to North Carolina. Michigan can cut this to a 2-possession game here. Dickinson has it right up by the free throw line, trying for the backdoor cut. It wasn't there. Now Dickinson hands it off for Jet Howard. Howard backs it right out, right wing. Howard crossover, tries a 3. Nope, too short. Big rebound, Dickinson. And we're going to get a holding call, it looks like, on Leaky Black. So Dickinson held. He was still able to yank it down on the rebound. And I think they might have. Did they call that on Nance? No, I think they called it on Black. Yeah, they called it on Black for a hold. Michigan ball inbounded to Williams. He swings it over for Howard. And now Dickinson drives baseline, but can't get the layup. And then a big rebound by Bacot. Third in ACC all-time rebounds. Armando Bacot now trying to do it on the offensive end. Spins off pressure. Finishing the foul. This guy is hot. Armando Bacot came to play. North Carolina extends the lead, and with a free throw, they can jump out to double digits. I'm not saying to count this team out, this Michigan team, but what I'm saying is they're looking kind of bad. High looping free throw for Bacot. Not going to go. Rebound to Dickinson, who quickly fires it out to Howard on the outlet. Little stop and go from Howard. Now behind the back dribble. There's a three-pointer from the left wing. That's not going to go from Terrence Williams. Michigan's got to find a way to get in the paint. Three for R.J. Davis! Short. That would have been huge. Tipter on the rebound. Nance! Blocked! And Dickinson's foot was out of bounds. Crazy sequence of events once more there. But it is North Carolina basketball. Our street's abandoned pretty much. So I always get creeped out when people drive down it. They might be looking at our Christmas lights. Here, Baycott and Dickinson kind of have to be separated. They're kind of getting right up in each other there. Inbound will go out to Nance, who's playing with 2 fouls. Nice little pull around, whatever move you call that. Baycott directing traffic. Baycott one-handed pass to Davis, who ran into a big wall of Dickinson. Davis thought Nance was zagging, but he was zigging. Michigan ball off a Davis turnover. North Carolina averages 11 turnovers per game, and I've got to imagine they're already up near that number. They did a good job controlling it when they went on that run late in the half. But costly one there. Doug McDaniel will try a 3, trying to cut into this scoring drought. It's not there, but Hunter Dickinson will get a chance at the line as he grabbed that rebound, tried to put it right back up. He ended up getting caught across the arm. So Dickinson will take 2 free throws here. Dickinson 7-1, but a surprisingly good free throw shooter. The 2-time All-Big Ten, and I think he's 78% from the line. 2020-21 Big Ten Player of the Year. This Michigan team then, as the first free throw was good, was stacked. Jawan Howard, I keep getting my Howards mixed up. Second free throw gets a friendly roll. But you got Dickinson being the Player of the Year. You got Howard being the Coach of the Year. Number 1 seed, number 4 in the AP poll. They just could not rally in the tournament. That's sometimes just who's hot, but they were a great team back then. Nance. Hand off for Leaky Black. Caleb Love looks to keep it going here in the second. Love turns it over. Caleb Love, number 1 in the ACC in turnovers. That's not a good thing to be number 1 in. And now that is R.J. Davis committing a foul on the other end on Jet Howard. He'll go to the line. Coach's youngest son of 3, second in team in points, the IMG Academy grad. 69% from the line will get a chance at it here. Michigan now tries, but if they can get these 2, I mean, there's the first one. You're back within 6. Oops. Michigan's been good at the free throw line there. They average 13 points. They get to the line 90th most in the nation. Only were able to make about 13 of those 19 per game, but every time, I mean, there's so many worse teams. Free throws are such an issue. Here is Davis, Leaky Black, left-hand drive, and the finish up and over Dickinson. Boy, is that pretty, Leaky Black. North Carolina gets those 2 points right back as we're now 2.5 minutes in. Comes over here to the right wing where Williams II will try a 3. That is huge. It's a 4-point game. Terrence Williams cuts into his drought. He is 27.3% from beyond the arc, but he's able to knock one down there. He's in double digits. And now we got to travel. There's a turnover on Leaky Black, the 5th-year senior. On ACCL defense. You're supposed to move your feet on defense, not so much when you got the ball on offense. On offense. McDaniel kind of ran himself into a corner there. He's able to get it back out to the top of the key. And there's the right-hand drive from Williams, but he missed the layup. Rebound pulled down by Nance, who's back on the floor. It remains a 4-point game. North Carolina runs the floor. Davis kicks it down low. Baycott, spinorama! Could not quite finish through contact, but will be heading to the line for 2. Baycott's really got that spin move going. He's just backing down. Oh, I want to fake this way. Nope, I'm going this way. Or a few times he's fake this way. Oh, I'm going this way. And then he'll go up and under. He'll go back around and try to fade away. Like a Baycott's move is now he's shooting 2 at the line, where he shoots 65%. Really, everybody on this North Carolina team has a somewhat decent free throw percentage. Baycott gets the first one. It's 46-41. 16:44 to play in the basketball game. Baycott looks to bounce the lead back out to 7 here. He does just that. Michigan basketball down 6. Doug McDaniel still on the floor. He's been disciplined nicely lately. Only still holding on to those 2 fouls. McDaniel brings it up and will slow up. There's Howard, kicks it, corner 3, Bufkin! Boom! Hit 3, Kobe Bufkin! Michigan's back within 3. 47-44. Whole new basketball game as Baycott will body up on Dickinson. Fadeaway, he's got it! Armando Baycott says, I can do that too. He goes to the fadeaway. North Carolina gets that right back. Baycott, 20 points. Oh, baby. Dickinson, handoff for Williams. Williams plays catch with McDaniel. He does the same to Dickinson now. Backdoor cut, batted out of midair, and it belongs to Michigan. Under 16 timeout. Oh, baby, we're feeling it today. 5-point game. Roy Williams brought out the red, blue, white shirt tonight. That's an interesting look, but we're going to go with it. 5-point game. Stay with us. 15:52 to go. Quick TV timeout. We're going to take a quick break as well. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back in about 45 seconds. Hey, thanks for sticking with me. I told you I don't want to be too long. Right back at it here. Why want it? Wait. 5-point game. Trying to pick these good games to stream, and boy, have we ever gotten it. Buzzer beater from Tanner Holden, Ohio State, last stream. This time we got a 5-point game with 15 minutes to play. I love Roy Williams. He's cute. Not like look cute, but he's got a good personality. 15:52 to play. It's 49-44. North Carolina leads. Almost 7:30. Blackhawks game about to start. Just one I want to watch. Not. All right. Michigan ball. Jett Howard tried that long runner from the free throw line. He missed it way short. Pete Nance will run the floor as he leads the attack. Hands off for Caleb Love. Slows things up. Bacot up high at the key. Bacot backdoor cut and a beauty. RJ Davis missed the layup. He tried to put it back, and then he got swatted down by Terrence Williams, whose palms are up, but it was a foul. We're asking if it's on the ground or shooting. I'm not sure what they got him for there. See, that's going to be Williams' only first foul. And it looks like he is going to be shooting free throws. So RJ Davis is going to head to the line. 90% free throw shooter. They've got some great shooters on this North Carolina team, as Davis is one of 5 players, along with Love, Black, Trimble, and Nance, to have played in all 12 games this season. How about that? First free throw the second one gets the bounce, and both of them are good. This North Carolina team so great at free throws. 51-44, their jump back out to their somewhat large lead, up to 7. Doug McDaniel is fouled by Bacot. And McDaniel comes up a bit limp there. McDaniel's been fun to watch. Points in every game but 2. He's 66th on the top 2022 freshman list. He's only 5'11", 160 out of DC. Averages 5.3 points per game in those 16 minutes. I mean, he's got to have over 16 minutes. Well, maybe right around 16 minutes. He's been out there a lot tonight. Kind of took a break there at the end of the second half. Here's Bufkin. Dickinson will back down, and he has the finish. North Carolina fans want to travel, but that guy also had a beer in his hand, so I don't know how much we trust him. That's one of my favorite quotes of the night. Bacot drives to the left hand, spins. No, rebound, Leaky Black slams it down. 46-53. Tar Heels will not let Michigan just go on a run. They're just going to keep scoring up over that 50-point mark. McDaniel gets a screen from Dickinson. Only about a foot difference between those two. And McDaniel is fouled. McDaniel will head to the line. He's got 7 points on the day. He's already 2 above his average. And the 80% free throw shooter will head to the line. First free throw is good. It's 47-53, and the second one is too strong. Easy rebound, Nance. Michigan didn't even have any rebounds in there. They're just telling everybody, get back. Bufkin guarding Love up high, number two against number 2. Love. Big cut, oh baby! It doesn't get any prettier! Dickinson on the help defense came out to help. His man guarded Love. Bacot slipped wide open, jammed it home. Timeout, Wolverines. 55-47. It's an 8-point game. 14:08 to play, and we're heading to a break. North Carolina not letting Michigan get back in this game. If they give them a basket, they're going to answer. Still in reach. Only an 8-point game. North Carolina, though, offense rolling. I need to take a seat here. Well, tomorrow I gotta hunker down at home. We got a snowstorm coming in. It's gonna be great. I love snow. Michigan going for their 8th win. North Carolina going for their 9th. From the Jumpman Invitational in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. Florida and Oklahoma, the other two teams in this tournament, they will face off at 8 o'clock tonight. And I'm just seeing that Iowa lost, and a guy that an Illinois fan hates Iowa. I live 45 minutes away from the Iowa campus, 3 hours away from Illinois. Still an Illinois fan. I hate Iowa so much. They just lost to Eastern Illinois. They were 31-point favorites, and they lost. All right, let's back to this game. We're 6 minutes into the second half. Left-hand drive. That is Bufkin. Up high, Jett Howard. Huge three. 55-50, Jett Howard. A few big threes. It's his third of the game. He's been able to keep his guys in it. This is Love being pressured up high. Love turns it over. And now a trap on Howard. And Howard will call a timeout, not Jett Howard. Coach Juwan Howard. 30-second this time, so we aren't going to timeout. Just kind of got trapped a bit there was Jett. 5-point game. Huge three from Jett Howard. He's got 15. Or we are going to a commercial break, I guess. Oh, my God. That slow pace. Oh, yeah, it was just dirty. All right, we're coming back. Wow, Juwan Howard slammed his chair. Putting some juice. All right, Michigan ball. They can make it a one-possession game here. 5-point game right now. Dickinson catches the ball up near the three-point line. He hands off for Jett Howard. Howard, yeah, that was getting a little handsy with there with Leaky Black. He just had his hands. He didn't have them out wide. He just had them right there, just holding on to the chest. Kind of switched off with Dickinson, and I just think he grabbed him a bit too much. Leaky Black will head off the court now, as he's subbed in for, not injured. Baycott back in. Easy inbound to McDaniel. Gets a screen from Dickinson. McDaniel, that pass picked up! Here comes Caleb Love! Oh, baby! Is that Michael Jordan? He jumped from Chapel Hill! Holy cow! Tar Heels lead by 7. McDaniel McDaniel looking for the answer. He dishes to Dickinson. The kick for Howard. Rings in and out. Rebound secured by Nance. He's had a few big rebounds. Averages 6.7 per game. He's got a few big ones in the second. Bacot. He is unbelievable. Back out to 9. The lead goes. 4 unanswered for the Tar Heels. 9-point game. 12:35 to go. Bacot's got 24 points. He's 5 rebounds short of a double-double. Now McDaniel pressured out high. Offensive foul, Hunter Dickinson. He laid the elbow. We're going the other way. North Carolina has all the momentum in the world. Dickinson fouls, turns it over. North Carolina ball once again as he just went to post up and he just laid the shoulder in the Bacot. Physical matchup all night. Holy mackerel. That's Dickinson's 3rd foul. Something to keep an eye out on there. 9-point game as Michigan won't go away, but it seems like North Carolina's about to put it away. 12:20 to play. Ooh, nice moves there from Trimble, who's back on the floor. He feeds Bacot. Missed it. Tip no good. And that's one of the rare misses lately for Bacot. That gives the Spartans, or what am I thinking, Michigan State, that gives the Wolverines the ball back. There's a nice shot fake from Rob Landry, and he's able to get all the way to the rim and lay it in. That's his first point of the season for Rob Landry. Or no, I'm looking at North Carolina. Wrong team. That's Joey Baker. My bad. He averages 4 points per game. Love answers with a physical drive to the bucket. Lays it up and in. 9-point game. Michigan looks to get it back. It's been back and forth, back and forth. Spin it up as Bufkin. He'll try a 3. The lefty's got it. Kobe Bufkin not letting his guys go down with a fight. The answer's there once more. Leads the team in minutes per game. We sure had plenty of those today, and he has been an impact. Slowing up now for North Carolina. Long 3, Love. It's too far. Rebound. Tip drill. Pulled in by Baker. Leading the charge for 3. No. Rebound. Yes. The tip is there for Jet Howard. It's right back to a 4-point game. Settle down. 10 minutes still to play. That's Howard's 17th point. This is Davis on the drive to the baseline. Poked away from him with a nice left hand from Bufkin. Time out on the floor. Holy cow. Caleb Love. He gets a steal. He gets a dunk. We then go layup, 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 layup. A few big threes by Michigan. And then a rebound tap in. Lee makes this a 4-point game. Head into the under 12 timeout. 10:36 to go. Stay right here. And I need a break at this timeout as well. Do not go anywhere. I stress you. Do not go anywhere. I'm back in a minute. Made it. Minute 41 or 1 hour 41 minutes into the stream. Not disappointing whatsoever. 4-point game, 10 minutes remain. Blackhawks game's just about to start. We're probably already losing like 10 seconds in. Oh, good. It hasn't started yet. I have a blue Christmas without you. I sing so good. It's probably going to copyright me because I think that I'm the actual Elvis. I hate that song. I don't know why I have it stuck in my head. Woo! We're feeling good tonight. What a game. Not even close to being over. We still got 10 minutes to go. Ryan Tannehill out for the season with an ankle injury. The Titans quarterback. North Carolina ball to go coming out of the timeout. Love is back on the floor. I love how this guy's been playing. 36 minutes per game. I told you in the pregame, he needs to step up. He has. We got a foul on the floor here. I have not been keeping track of fouls, so I really apologize for that. I completely forgot. Here's Love up high. Love will go with the left hand. He'll miss it at the rim. You haven't seen that much from him tonight. He missed the layup. Buffkin, step back jumper. Missed it short. Tussle for the rebound. It'll be Michigan ball. And RJ Davis with a bit of complaining to do. Referee was right on top of the spot. And it belongs to the yellow jerseys. They'll take it out from behind the basket. Inbound goes to Baker in the corner, long two. From behind the basket, it rings in and out. Nance hauls down the rebound. Here comes North Carolina, slowly in transition. Over to Davis on the far side. He'll spin, drive. High off the glass, he gets the roll. RJ Davis, he's a fun player. Lead back up to 6. Under 10 to go now. Slowing stuff down is Doug McDaniel, giving his guys a breather. Back out on the floor for Dickinson is Reed Jr. He hasn't been out there too much in the second half. He sets a nice screen there, and he misses an alley-oop chance on that opportunity, but he's able to get his own rebound. Reed Jr. He charges! It took the ref 20 years to make the call. Juwan Howard can't believe it. He wants a flop. The refs want a charge. We're going the other way. Chargers do not hype up other announcers as much as I do. Like late in games and close games, I feel like Chargers are just such electric plays. That's the third foul on Howard, third foul on Reed Jr., third on Dickinson. They all got 3. That's some major trouble. Driving in there is Seth Trimble. He lost the handle. That's a turnover. Number 0 for Michigan now. McDaniel. McDaniel up high. Slows it down. There's Buffkin. 11 into the second. Buffkin will take a screen from Reed Jr. and cross over to his left hand. He's bumped a bit. Some extracurricular activity now as Buffkin and Davis applied a little elbow to elbow or something after, and Davis appears to be injured. They cannot lose Davis. 10th in the ACC in points per game. He's played and started in every game last season. Everyday starter this year. Six-point game. Exactly 9 minutes to go. Possession out of North Carolina as Dickinson checks back in for Reed Jr. Dickinson, the 2-time All-Big Ten, the 2020-21 Big Ten Player of the Year, only has 6 points tonight. It'll be Kobe Buffkin at the line for shooting 2 for, or maybe a 1-and-1 for free throws. He's a 79% shooter at the line. And it is a 1-1. Lefty's able to knock that one down. It's a 5-point game. Bufkin approaches the 20-point mark. He's got 17. That's his third straight game with 15 plus. He's able to get that second one to go. 2 swishes. And what do you know? It's a 4-point game once again. 9 minutes to play. Jet Howard comes back in with 3 fouls. Miami, Florida, 6'8" freshman. He's got plenty of time tonight. Now on the drive and the kick. Wide open 3 for Trimble. He missed it wide right. Rebound pulled in by Bufkin again. Bufkin stop and go. He averages 3.7 rebounds. He's had a few tonight. He has 3, so he's right up near his average. 4-point game. What can Michigan do here? 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Bufkin feeds Dickinson. He tries a jumper, and that's tipped by Bacot. He's tried a jumper 3 or 4 times. He's airballed a few times, been tipped a few times. Dickinson's got to stop doing that. Davis drives. Gets it back in the right wing. Davis to Trimble to Bacot. Bacot squares up with Dickinson. There's Davis. He'll try a 3. He'll hit it! 7-point game once again. RJ Davis does it again. 66-59. 7:45 to go. That's Davis's 4th 3 of the game. All of his points are via 3s. Or excuse me, not all of them. He's also had 2-2. He's also had 2 2-pointers as now Dickinson travels. Something's going on in his head today because he is not himself. 6 points, 3 fouls, only 5 rebounds, and now a travel. Dickinson turns it over. North Carolina ball when we come back from the under 8 timeout. Deep breath. Go get yourself some eggnog. We're going to the final stretch of this one. North Carolina with 3 timeouts to go. Michigan with 1. North Carolina's largest lead is 9. Michigan's is 8. Now is that all the way back in the first half. Each team with 15 fouls in the game. They were letting them play early on, but since then they've kind of limited it down ever since we had that little scrum there late in the first half. Hey, what do you say? The Blackhawks game is 5 minutes in. We haven't given up a goal yet, but we also haven't scored. All right, North Carolina ball. Love for Davis. Black out there as well. Black at the top of the key. Bacot will kick. Love drives baseline, and he's pushed there by Bufkin. That's going to be Bufkin's third foul. Team sixth. Oh, Tyler is on. I'm doing good, Tyler. Black to inbound it. Nance back on the floor. Bacot. Good cycle motion going here. Black drives with the left hand. Jump stops. Kick for Nance. He really needed that one. He ain't going to get it. Dickinson pulls down a rebound. Dickinson, that big 7-1. Didn't have to fight much for that one. Averages 8.4 rebounds per game. It's a 7-point contest. McDaniel gets a screen from Dickinson up high. McDaniel, nice behind the back dribble. Gets it to Dickinson. He spins away from Bacot and is fouled from behind, so he'll get 2 free throws. So the ref's starting to call some ticky-tacky stuff. Dickinson heading the line for 2. North Carolina can't believe that. And the 78% free throw shooting, 7-1 guy. How can he shoot 78% being 7-1? I don't know. And that foul, I'm going to say, looked pretty clean. So that is Bacot's 4th foul, as Dickinson will put home the first free throw. It's a 6-point game. As Bacot now has to go sit. So Dickinson only with 7 points, and quite a few of those have come from the line. That one rings out. Michigan, with that last made free throw, has their 14th of the day. That gets them up above their average of 13 points per game. If they attempt one more, they'll be above their average for them for free throws attempted per game. Black and Love. Love a little stutter step. Step back 3. Too strong. Nice rebound pulled in by Puff Johnson, is back on the floor late in this one. 6:15 to go. Nance hands it off for Love. Love. Oh, what a pass! And then that's a foul on Johnson, or foul applied to Puff Johnson, as he'll get 2 shots. Johnson, a 70% free throw shooters, coming in a few games out of his first start of his career. Beautiful pass from Love. Able to give a prime look for Johnson there and close, and just got swatted at. Couldn't finish through contact. That is Bufkin's 4th foul. So Bufkin, a big part for Michigan. He is now out and limping. So he's out with 4 fouls, and he's limping off the court. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Holding that. Looks like right calf or knee or something. First free throw is no good. The second one's no good. So there's a great save, but it went to the wrong team. North Carolina misses both their free throws. McDaniel tried it up and under. What a smart play! Michigan basketball. I hope you're watching this on TV because that's unbelievable. Okay, what's Austin Sportsman saying? I know how it feels to get no attention on streams. You can't look at the sheets so quick in hockey. There's too much movement. They have different ways of showing the game to commentators. Okay, what do we have here? We got a Pete Nance at 1. I'm too busy reading the comments. We've got an electrifying play. We got Pete Nance finally hitting pay dirt. Fans like it. Pete Nance. Boy, did he need that. He has been slow today. Just an over 50% shooter from the field, but... And he's able to knock down that free throw. That is great for Pete Nance. He really needed that. They put him on the floor late in the game, and that's the result. Each team with 8 fouls. We now play 1-1. McDaniel. Dickinson. Double teamed. That leaves McDaniel wide open for 3, but he missed it short. You don't get much more open than this. Michigan's bench and fans are frustrated. 5:15 to play. Love gets a screen from Nance, drives with the left hand. Tried to lay that one up and over Williams, but he put a bit too much on it. McDaniel and now Jett Howard fakes the three and is grabbed a bit. I didn't see who applied the foul there. Foul on Leaky Black, so we'll see what that gonna mean for him. It's gonna be Black's third. Got 3 people on. You couldn't show up at a better time. Almost at the under 4 timeout. We've got 5 minutes, though, to go. Here in regulation, there's a nice rebound by Michigan. Driving baseline and being fouled is Joey Baker. So they give him another shot on the court. That was a huge rebound by Dickinson. And another possession granted to Michigan, as Joey Baker will head to the line. Baker only averages 13 minutes per game. I'd say he's about up there. The 5th-year senior. He's a Duke transfer. So from being rivals with North Carolina, he's rivals with his former school. Averages 4 points per game. Makes the first free throw there. He is a guy that only shoots 54% from the free throw line, as Michigan is now above their average for free throws attempted and made in the game. North Carolina is only 50% from the line tonight. Second free, just putting it out there. All right, North Carolina able to grab that rebound as the second free throw was missed. That's a nice little dribble there from Davis. Nance, back to Davis. Davis, nice feed to Nance. Huge charge. And he knows it. He's heading right down the court. He kind of just is trying to back up, and he just jolted jolted his body back up. If you need a demonstration, call me. But he just kind of tried to jerk back, and he got you know what I'm talking about. Michigan, 0 field goals in the last 6 minutes. Dickinson, guarded by Nance. Good D by Nance. Has to be kicked out back for Howard. Dickinson fighting for position. He goes up high for McDaniel. McDaniel speeding down the wing. No, but the tip is there from Dickinson. And it's a 6-point game once again. 4 minutes to play. Dickinson has 7 points in the second half now. Nance still on the floor. They get some good movement there with Love. Stop and go towards the rim. Tried to kick. A lot of contact, no call. That pass was intercepted by McDaniel. In transition, the pass goes to Baker, who will slow things up. Works it back up high for McDaniel. Off a screen comes Williams. Dishes Dickinson, and now a 3 from Baker. It's a 3-point game! What a game for Joey Baker! The Duke transfer in his 5th year. Timeout, Carolina! The few Michigan fans here in Charlotte are rocking. Huge 3 from 15 in yellow, Joey Baker. 3-point game. Holy mackerel. How many points does Baker have? I know he's got more than 4, and he's got the biggest points of the night so far. He's got 6. Okay, so not as many, but he's just been a presence. I mean, he's been out there. He's been doing a nice job setting screens. I've liked it. I need to sit down. We're heading for the stretch. Hey, look at that. The Blackhawks are losing. How about it? All right, sorry about that there. Here we go. This is Caleb Love. They need him to be big down the stretch for the second straight game. Nansen now Davis. Davis goes to that left-hand dribble, will try a three. Not there. Too strong. Michigan can tie the game as Howard brings in the rebound. The Wolverine fans rise their energy, rise their volume, rise to their feet. Here's McDaniel. Handoff for Howard. Gets a screen from Dickinson. One-handed pass to McDaniel in the left wing. That pass is telegraphed. It's a McDaniel turnover. North Carolina fans rise up. 2:40 to play. 3-point game. That's the 10th Michigan turnover, and they're one of the best teams oh my God, Armando Bacot! I'm trying to feed out of all these stupid stats, and Armando Bacot's got an and one again. He just keeps doing it. He adds 2 huge points. What I was saying, Michigan is near the best in the nation in turnovers per game with 9.2. They're up near 10 today. Still not a bad number. In North Carolina, they average 11.5. Up near what they got 12 today. Here's Bacot with a free throw. High arcing. Not a lucky bounce. And then Williams almost tapped that in his own net. It's a 5-point game. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to play. Here we go. McDaniel. Up by Williams. Wide open three. He's got it. Terrence Williams II out of Clinton, Maryland. He's got 8 on the day. It's a 2-point game. Corner 3 for Pete Nance. Looking for the answer. It's not there. Rebound to Williams, but he stepped out of bounds. North Carolina ball. 1 minute, 57 seconds to go. Huge 3 from Williams seconds ago. That's the 6th second half 3-pointer that has been made by Michigan. The only one in the first half was a big one from Davis a few minutes ago. That was early in the second half. But he's got the ball here. Here's Nance, left wing. Bacot at the key. Right wing. Black. Black. Takes it himself in the paint. Yes. That's beautiful. Nothing but net. It's a 2-score game again. Leaky Black. Averages 6.3 per game. He's all the way up to 9 today. Handoff for Jet Howard. Finds it open. Jumper, that is Kobe Buffkin, not letting his guys go away. 2-point game, 73-71. Buffkin hits the 20-point mark. He's 6 of 9 from the field. A minute 15 to play. Everybody in the building up. The stress in the building. Slowing up is Davis. He's going to do it himself. Davis, step back, thought about shooting it, played it up. Now Davis drives up and over Dickinson, got it! High off the glass. RJ Davis has been the big guy. It has not been Caleb Love. It's been Bacot at times, but it has been RJ Davis today. McDaniel, now Williams will try a 3. Rings out. Rebound to Carolina. Foul on Dickinson. That's a horrible call. He's wondering what he did. He poked the ball out of his hand. What do you want him to do? I don't know. 36.3 seconds to go. We got to stop it. It's a 2-score game. Caleb Love. led the big second half comeback against Ohio State. The former NCAA All-Tourney, NCAA All-Region, ACC All-Freshman knocks down the first free throw. And to add to that, he's been number one in the ACC in turnover each of the last 2 seasons. I pointed that out a few times today. Here you go again. Second free throw, clutch. Nothing but net. That is 2 huge free throws. Timeout, Wolverines. 6-point game. Still a 2-score game. But now you got to make 2 threes or 3 twos. Only 36 seconds to go. Michigan uses their last timeout. Juwan Howard has to be held back by his players here as he was going after the refs using some cussing language. Do not repeat what you saw on that screen, kids. Michigan's coaching staff giving it to the refs for that call on Dickinson. Oh my goodness. They've got 5 coaches around there talking to the refs. Howard in the huddle after he had to be held back by some of his players. Michigan's out of timeouts. I disagree with that foul on Dickinson. And here's Baycott. Dickinson's right behind him. He just goes for the poke. He never gets any of the body. He just pokes the ball right out. And we'll see who Michigan puts out there. I were them, I'd put out McDaniel, Dickinson for rebounding, Buffkin, he's got 4 fouls. One guy we have not seen tonight, he must be injured, is Jalen Llewellyn. Princeton transfer. 2-time All-Ivy. Michigan's missing him tonight. He's only played 8 games this season, so he must have been out for the last 2. I did not too extensive research on him. My bad there. All right, who we got in? We got McDaniel. We do have Williams. I was thinking they'd throw him in there too. 36 seconds to go. North Carolina's bench wants the fans on their feet. McDaniel hands it off for Buffkin. He is indeed in. So is Dickinson. They've got Jet Howard on the far side. There's the runner. There's the finish. Huge basket for Kobe Buffkin. Now the inbound and the foul. They're going to call that one on number 2, Kobe Buffkin. Is that going to be his 5th? Yes. Buffkin is out. He fouls out. It's a 4-point game. 19 seconds to go. So Buffkin's done with 22 points. I wonder who they're going to put in for him. Not an easy guy to replace. He had a heck of a night. 2 much-needed free throws for Caleb Love again. He stays clutch again. Gets the roll. This is to make it. Oops, I just subtracted 1. This is to make it a 2. I guess it already was a 2-score game. Michigan trails by 6. McDaniel's just casually jogging up the floor. He's got to go. McDaniel, corner, Howard, step back 3. He needs it, but he misses it. Rebound goes to Davis. Foul by Dickinson. North Carolina is going to get out of here with a win. 6.2 seconds to go. Dickinson's out of the game. And the North Carolina fans, much appreciative. They have won their 4th straight game. .2 seconds still remain, but it's a 6-point contest. One more free throw to add to the total for R.J. Davis. What a night for him. 19 points. He was the deciding factor. It was a question of what team could play better defense. It was the Tar Heels tonight. They were the better team. They deserved to win. One last heave. It is good. At the buzzer. Joey Baker's going to get it. 0.9 on the clock. One last inbound. Bacot doesn't even have to take a dribble. 80-76. Tar Heels win. They hold on. Michigan would not go away in that second half, but North Carolina would just get answers after baskets. Michigan just could not get that one 10-0, 12-0 run that they needed. North Carolina was able to answer with baskets when they needed it. They got a few key guys to step up at the end, and Pete Nance, RJ Davis with a second half, a few clutch free throws from Caleb Love, and Armando Bacot over 20 points. Doesn't get any better than this. It was a great game. It was a great time to be with you tonight. We will be back after the holidays, after New Year's. I hope you enjoyed this Christmas stream. Look at this setup. You gotta love it. I hope you do. I really enjoyed it. We can pack all this stuff up. We're heading home. What a night it was. Michigan not able to come up with a win here at the neutral site in Charlotte. North Carolina built off their heavy crowd energy that they had, and they were able to be the better team. They rebounded better. They played better. They fought better. Final score, 80-76. North Carolina wins. From Charlotte, well, from my house, but from where the game was played in Charlotte, I say thank you to all for hopping on. It was a great 2.5, almost hour stream, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we are going to see you all next time after the new year. Goodbye, everybody.